These southerly slopes are a great habitat for garter snakes that control the pest populations of slugs and other insects. They're totally harmless, and about 3 species on Vancouver Island. This is the black morph. This is the Matson Lands conservation area. It's about 1 hectare in size, and it includes quite a variety of ecosystems, including the Garry Oak meadows, the open grass balds, and arbutus and Douglas fir ecosystem as well. Garry oak is a very slow-growing tree. This is a 100-year-old tree, and the tree behind me is more like over 400 years old.
The whole harbor at one time apparently used to be a Garry Oak system, and it's been eliminated over time, and this is the last one that exists, and we're pretty happy with it. We're pretty proud that we were able to make the deal work with the city and with HAT.
Habitat Acquisition Trust is the owner of the conservation area, and we manage it in cooperation with community groups for the long-term protection and enhancement of the Garry Oak meadows here. So we do restoration projects, including removing some of the invasive plants that are crowding out the native plants. And we're going to be installing some interpretive signage so that the public can appreciate the value of this rare ecosystem. You can see that there's quite a bit of shrub invasion here, and a lot of the shrubs are exotic weeds like the daphne and also the ivy. So what we're doing here is removing some of those species, and we'll be planting in some of the species that you'd expect to find here to increase the biodiversity and the habitat value for birds and butterflies. We're going to be opening up some of the viewscapes here so that, that people can see through here for safety.
As part of our requirement to do the development, we offered to build a walkway that joins from Garrett Road up at the top of the development site along the front of the plateau, which is wheelchair accessible, and then there's going to be a stair structure down from the top of the development site to the West Song Walkway.
It's a pretty special place. It's one of the few places left in Victoria where you can see Garry Oak ecosystems and the wildflower display, especially at this time of year. The camas and sea blush are beautiful right now.
Our vision for the conservation area here at Matson is a demonstration site of the best management practices for conservation in a development atmosphere. So this represents an excellent trade-off where developments can happen and yet sensitive ecosystems are protected into the future. So as a demonstration site, we'd like to see the Matson Lands conservation area become a place where people can visit and enjoy the wildflower display in the springtime without impacting it. And that's why we have this raised platform trail that goes through the natural area. So come on up, take a look, especially in the springtime, because there's just a beautiful array of wildflowers to be seen here which represent our natural heritage.